Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kemi and you are watching Sincerely KSO. If it is your first time to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, you will know that now we're just on this channel. I'm saying yours always for the for the channel, and the series channel is just K. Listen, I'm all over the place because YouTube has just changed my whole platform. They've just turned everything around. I'm trying to figure out a name. I'm trying to maybe just call it Hello Darlings. How is that? Hello Darlings. And keep it moving. Okay? How do you like that? Let me know in the comment section. Hello honeys, hello darlings. And that's it. That is it. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay, so last month, the month of October, well, I put up this poll in September for October, but because of what happened with the channel, I'm late on my reactions, and my apologies for that. But it was voted for Signs. Signs from 2002 was voted for to be watched. You know, the subscribers voted for that, and I'll be doing that today. If it is your first time, listen. YouTube is a weird place. One moment I'm here, the next minute I might be somewhere else. Where I'm always consistently is on Patreon. And on Patreon, all my reactions, everything that I've ever done, music, movies, they're over there. Safe and sound, waiting for your enjoyment. So please just, this is a heads up. This is all I can do. I don't own this platform. I don't make the rules, and I don't change them. So whenever they change, and if they don't change to benefit creators, just know at least Patreon is there until I find somewhere else. Okay? All right. Let's do this. So because it was made for October, I'm assuming it's a horror film. Right? I'm assuming it's a horror film because October was, you know, the Halloween month. Mel Gibson, okay. I like his work. I watched Braveheart. M. Night Shyamalan. Oh, I always struggle with his name. Shyamalan. Oh, was that a priest?
Where are they?
Morgan? They woke up, left the house. Are you in my dream too? Is that what she said? Are you in my dream? She thinks she's dreaming. Oh, this is it. Macaulay Culkin's brother. This is the Rory. They look alike. That's a large spacing. You've got this. Oh, but how did they know? How did they know it was all the way? Oh, so clearly it's not a tractor because how did it escape the, you know what I mean? The line to go into the next circle and next. Oh, okay. But how? Oh. But
see, it was strange finding the crops that way. All right then. Thanks for your patience, Lee.
By the time I got there, Mrs. Kendallman had sprayed the whole damn place. So what happened to your crops?
You're talking about her own problem.
It's contaminated.
You don't even know what that word means.
This is a girl from Little Miss Sunshine. I recognize her. Exactly what I said, without breaking the line to get into the...
Is it a virus?
I don't think so, Father.
You fell on me. You wanted to kill Bo.
I'm so sorry, Morgan.
Tie Isabel up to the back of the shed, please, and make sure the knot's very tight.
So clearly something is happening.
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
This girl does a And all the the other one was contaminated. Are you sure it's not the glass? Maybe they should wash their glasses or something. And this one now tastes old.
Why do you talk to Mom when you're by yourself? She never answers me either.
What was that?
What? Lionel Pritchard and the Wolf and your brothers are back.
It's time for an ass whooping.
This is not an intelligent way to approach this.
Make them crap in their pants, force them around till we meet up on the other side.
It won't be convincing. It doesn't sound natural when I curse. Explain noises.
Oh, look at this guy. He's a priest. He does.
I'm insane with anger! We're gonna beat your ass, bitch! I'm losing my mind!
Where did the person go? So
Pritchard.
it's definitely. Eh? From the roof, it jumped to the swing into the bush.
You can use Bo's baby monitor as a walkie-talkie.
You can't.
I know what to do!
Hey, Bo, you take a glass of water and you finish it. Now, what's wrong with this one?
Morgan took a sip and it has his amoebas in it.
How's work at the gas station?
I don't think I'm up much.
Oh, see more glasses of water everywhere.
Okay, so far it was very dark. I don't know whether to look for a giant or a midget.
No, he definitely wasn't a mid.
Over 6 feet. How certain are you that this was a male?
This guy got on our roof in like a second.
I got these Scandinavian women who can jump clean over me. An out-of-town woman stopped by the diner yesterday afternoon. And my point is, we don't know anything about the person you saw.
Excluding the possibility.
I'm not done asking questions. And I don't appreciate sarcasm. Who might not have liked the fact that you left the church.
I'm pretty strong. And I'm pretty fast. This guy, he was just toying with us.
Same shows on every station.
This first emerged in the late 70s with renewed interest in extraterrestrial life. This new resurgence is wholly different. The speed, it's for real.
I did some research after I saw your crops. 2 or 3 guys can make a design the size of the one in your field overnight, using just boards and ropes.
Really?
That's how these things have been done in the past. But there's so many now. Straight, I'm gonna go back to the station and have a cup of Edgar's coffee and worry about some crazy things happening in the world. And you take care of yourself.
Yeah, but she was calling him father because he was a priest.
They are signs intended to be seen from the sky.
No radio either. Just for a while.
It's just a bunch of crock. I have seen 12 soda commercials so far. 12!
Last row, third book on the left, honey.
Someone somewhere does the first one, on the verge of mass hysteria.
I need to clear my conscience. Will you listen to me? Joe, girls came in here talking about the end of the world. I'm just a little scared. Please, I need to clear my conscience.
I've had 2 separate folks tell me there have been strangers around these parts last couple. Send out a reconnaissance group. Very small. Check things out.
You got a pamphlet or something I can read?
Shit, I know you. You're Merrill Hess. You've got 2 minor league home run records, don't you?
Merrill's a Class A screw-up. Merrill here has more strikeouts than any 2 players.
Felt wrong not to swing.
Swing is this strikeout.
Contaminated.
It's like a tick people have, except it's not a tick.
I said the F word a couple of times, but mostly, is douchebag a curse?
It's an insult.
And it's not 37, it's 71.
Any one of you spending time with Tracy Abernathy alone.
Oh, Tracy. You're judging Tracy Abernathy.
Is that him?
Why are they all looking at him? It doesn't have anything to do with his wife's death.
Found it in the basement. I'm gonna use it as a walkie-talkie.
This crop stuff is about a bunch of nerds who never had a girlfriend in their lives. Nerds were doing it 25 years ago, new nerds are doing it again.
It's a code. Why can't they get girlfriends?
This is exactly what the nerds want.
Please, someone should answer Bruce's question.
I heard them, Morgan.
Stop!
I'm letting go now.
No, Dad! Don't do it!
You'll lose the signal.
Stop!
Like a clucking sound. Houdini and Isabel. I heard that thing. I heard it. I heard it.
You're wasting your time here. You're not going to get famous.
Why is he running in zigzag? Doesn't he know the way back? I saw a leg. He's going to tell them he saw something, but he's not sure because he only saw a leg, right? That was a leg, and it looked worm-like.
Mexico City officials, as well as you, as the unidentified crafts entered Mexico.
My ballet recital.
Listen, Bo, for your children, Bo.
My ballet recital.
Dad.
For your children. Bo is like, my ovaries.
This image has not been adjusted or enhanced in any way. Everything they wrote in science books is about to change.
I told you.
Some people are probably thinking this is the end of the world. Couldn't you pretend to be like it used to be?
More than coincidence. They see it as a sign. People in group number 2 are looking at those 14 lights in a very suspicious way. For them, this situation is a 50-50. But there's a whole lot of people in the group number 1. And deep down, they feel that whatever's going to happen. Or do you believe that people just get lucky?
I was at this party once.
Oh, gosh.
I'm on the couch with Random McKinney. She was just sitting there, looking beautiful, staring at me. I go to lean in and kiss her. Random McKinney throws up all over herself. I knew the second it happened. It was a miracle.
You would have thrown up in your mouth.
I may never have recovered.
You are so silly.
I never told her the last words that Colleen said before. And then she said, swing away. And some random memory of us at one of your baseball games just popped into her head. There is no one watching out for us, Meryl.
So that is such a powerful scene. This is such a powerful scene. So I am 46 minutes, 11 seconds into Signs from 2002. And Graham, father, was telling his younger brother about, because they just finished watching the part where the aliens, they turned on the news, and they're seeing that the alien ships have descended into, I think it's Mexico at this point. And his brother, Merrill, is looking for, I'm writing down these names, is looking for some sort of encouragement, something to keep him, you know, not fearful during this period and during this whole transition, because as far as they're concerned, the world is coming to an end. There's an invasion going on. They can't figure it out, but this is their mindset. And he looks to his brother, who used to be a reverend father. And reverend fathers are known for always having this beautiful saying, something to encourage you, to keep you going, to keep you leaning onto the optimistic side of life. And he turns to his brother and he's asking him, would you say something encouraging to me? And the brother finds a way to tell him about two groups of people. Those who hold on to their faith and see God in everything, and those who don't even believe and they just believe in luck. Now, when push comes to shove, the group 2 people who just believe in luck and in science and whatever, they are never really encouraged when they're faced with situations that are out of their control, because they don't feel they have any backup plan. They're filled with dread and trepidation at the end of the day. But group 1, who always look on the bright side, who always believe that at the end of the day, God has a plan, turn to that faith of theirs, and then they see God's hand in everything. And because they believe that, regardless of what goes on in the world, they know that God is going to take care of them. They know that in the end, they're going to go to heaven and live happily ever after. That sort of thing. Merrill understands the moral of the story and tells his brother about his own experience about the girl trying to kiss him and throwing up in his mouth. Not almost throwing up in his mouth, because in the moment he leaned in to kiss the girl, he turned away to remove the gum in his mouth. And by the time he turned back to face the girl had thrown up. And he said, wow, God saved me. I believe in God. I'm a faith man. He turns to his brother and says, what kind of guy are you? The man latched on to the worst thing that had happened to him, which is losing his wife. And he said that by the time they let her go, he didn't say by the time she passed on. If she says passed on, we who believe in Christianity and we say when someone, we don't say, we don't really say that they died. We say that they've passed on because we believe that they're going into a higher place. They're going to heaven. He didn't use those words. He said they let her go. There is blame attached to the way he described his wife's exit. And he said, in the last moment, he said, see, something hit away or something like that. Swing away. That's what he said. When he said swing away, because of that scene we saw when Merrill was talking about, he went to find out army recruit information, and they recognized him as a junior baseball league. Amazing how he had something strikeouts and something. I think maybe in one of the games when he said he kept striking. I think he got into a fight and maybe knocked out someone or hit someone or something like that, because he leaned into the guy sitting at the table who was talking about the negative end of why he never made it to the big leagues. And it's probably he did that flinch thing. So we go back to the storyline he said that his wife was probably in a moment of, medication, about to die. Your memories are, there are different stories about how people, when they pass on, that it's like their lives are being rerouted, or their memories are just messing up with each other. They're thinking of things. It's like they said that, I've ever heard someone say that everything they've ever done comes to their memory. Or maybe it's the medication, but that at the point she was dying, what she thought about was her husband's brother playing baseball. And probably that brought it not comfort for him, because you would think that when a person's last moment, a wife, she's probably supposed to say something like, I love you, I miss you, take care of the children, whatever it is. But that in the last moment, she was talking about him, her brother, not her brother, her brother-in-law, because Merrill is Graham's own brother, her brother-in-law playing a game in his game. And in latching onto that, it sort of destroyed you could see it in Merrill's eyes, the disappointment that at this point, after everything, I'm not saying, because it seems he mentioned something, Graham said something about he stopped being a priest 6 months ago. So I'm guessing is in that period 6 months ago when his wife died that he decided to put down his, service and just focus and go back to doing what he did, telling people not to call him father, but everybody knows him as, the man of God in the county or area. Right, what county was it? Pennsylvania, Bucks County, right? So the thing I'm saying this because things will be moving forward now with this channel, where there will be more discussions as opposed to showing clips of the movie, where I'll just give you my thoughts, and then if you want to watch a full length reaction, you head over to Patreon. But I want you to see two things: how we can encourage people to believe something that we don't believe anymore, Do you understand? In that moment, he knew that his brother didn't know as much of God or as he had experienced in that time, or in his impression, in his own mind. He aimed to do what? To do the traditional faith giving. It's a repetitive, because it's a pattern. Because when you wake up in the morning, you get used to saying, we Catholics will say in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And then we go about it. We say the Lord's Prayer, the Creed, whatever prayers, Hail Mary, and we move on. But because we've been saying it so many times, it now becomes a recital. It loses its effectiveness because it's no longer inward. It's no longer a spiritual acknowledgement that our Father, when you say those words, you don't see God as a father. It's repetitive. It loses its weight. So his brother had asked the question, and as a priest who has been in training and in the service of the Lord, he knew exactly what to tell his brother. But it didn't mean that he believed in it. He knew that he was pushing his brother towards the light of being in the part of the people who had faith. He knows his brother very well. He knows that he has a good heart. He hasn't come out right now to tell everybody to hell. You know, he's still on the fence with his faith because of what he has experienced, the loss of his wife, which my mind is telling me that the Himalayan had something to do with it. That scene could not have just been for nothing. So if he murdered her, he would have been in jail. So I'm thinking maybe drunk driving or something funny like that is kept him out of jail, because that's the only thing in my criminal experience that's what I think could have happened. Maybe they told him, but he's driving a vehicle, and I think if it was drunk driving, they would have taken his license. But let's see, it's a 6 months probationary period. He would have gotten his license back. Something, who knows? Or maybe he was a pharmacist or something wrong. But no, that's much longer sentence. That is not a misdemeanor. They'll give him more than 2 years. Anyway, that's it. So he's pushing his brother towards the light, and what he's doing is he knows that his faith is no longer there. He knows that he's barely making it. He's not coming out and using the curse words. He's not dived into the world. Because his sanctimonious era is still hovering around. He doesn't want people to look at him and like, see the priest is in revelry, he's speaking, he's cursing. He's not doing it. But his heart is far. It's far. So the man who went out, I'm gonna F you up, that one in his heart, he said, God saved me that day. Even with the littlest thing, he could see God in it. And isn't that beautiful? That this dynamic between the two brothers and this conversation, that's what I want us to latch on to. This thing just moved me so much. In that moment, it was the littlest thing that Merrill held on to and said, yes, there is a God. He saved me from vomit in my mouth. Wow. And for him who had experienced a huge tragedy, even after all his service, could not bring himself to accept that it was God's will. It isn't an easy thing to say. It isn't an easy thing to, rest your eyes and like, oh my God, let God's will be done. In the face of such, maybe because he looks young. I'm not saying he's young. Maybe he's like 45, 50, and the wife would have been maybe that 45 something too, or a little bit older than him. But you know what I mean? When as believers, things don't go the way we want, what is the message? What is the character that we're spreading out to the world? What are we telling people to believe? Are we telling them, okay, giving them the story, the repertoire? Yes, Jesus in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy. Or are we saying in the name of the Father, come what may, I serve you? It's not easy. I'm not judging Graham, because Graham is a lot of us. A lot of us cannot find the strength to continue believing if the gifts of our faith are not present. It's the truth. Imagine if half the blessings in your life just without any. You would be like, is there a God? What is going on? So as much as I can understand Meryl's disappointment, I can also understand sympathize with Graham's pain. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share. And please, in your life with things that are going on with other people, learn to see how their experience have altered their perspective on things. Don't be so quick to judge them and say, because you're this. It's one of the reasons when I used to do my reactions, and I'll react to all sorts of songs, some people be so judgmental. Oh, I thought you said you were a Christian. Why are you watching this? And I'm like, if God saw us like that, do you think you would be saved? If you meet someone who doesn't agree with your point of view, how are you? Are you giving them still words of encouragement? Do you even hug them? Do you remember what the Bible said about Jesus? He said, you look at his 12 disciples, all of them had issues. They all had problems. He didn't go and choose the people that were in the temple that had been serving God since they were in their youth, since they were 9 years old or 8 years old. He went into the marketplace. The marketplace is a proverbial for the earth, where all sorts, killers, thieves, prostitutes, hateful people, everything you can think of, they were there. And he says, I will come and I will save you. I will bring you into me and show you a better way. How are we living our lives that show that acceptance? I love this scene. It's so much deeper. I could talk about it forever. Even the concept of the children bringing in a dynamic, how one word can be said and four people see it in a different way. Morgan was the one who was hearing the clucking sound of something. The first adults did not believe. This one talked about nerds. The other one, the father was like, nothing. Those are the ones like, what happened to the nerds? Why don't they have girlfriend? The different dynamic because of one person's ability to say, I hear a sound. Their heart space, how they receive information. There's so much love in this family, but there is also the absence of, they're not cohesive. When one person says something and it shoots out in several different ways. And I think the priest is trying to keep it together and not grieve. Every time you look at his face, it's as if he's battling an explosive stance, as if he wants to just blow out, but he's holding himself together. All right, so I'm going to stop talking about it. I just wanted to share my thoughts, and this scene really moved me. I don't know why. It just really resonated so much with me because I've been on both sides. You know what I mean? Because that fixed group 1 and group 2, it doesn't stay the same all the time. You can actually one day be a person of faith and then find yourself dancing over to unbelief because of your experience. When I lost my dad, I keep saying, I find it hard to say, but my father died. I find it so hard to say it. So I was like, when I lost my dad, I see it's something I'm looking for still. Let's not talk about it. Oh.
Well, there was an accident, drunk driving.
He wasn't drunk. Ray fell asleep at the wheel.
Is he okay?
Oh, he fell asleep at the wheel. Oh my God, that was the night his wife died. Colleen is his wife, and then it wasn't drunk driving. He slept. That's why he was really. I was asking you because criminal. I was doing the math in my head. If you don't know, I have a master's degree in law, and I was a lawyer for a while before I took a back seat with a career. So my first degree is in law. I specialize in criminal law. I have my master's degree in international business law and taxation. So,
playing Furry Furry Rabbit or Tea Party or
oh,
something.
you are obsessed.
What's Furry Furry? They caught it on tape. They've been playing it all morning. The footage looks like the bird flew into a wall in the sky. Landmark visual mapping system so they could...
Continue talking. I'm listening to you, my dear. Continue telling me. Makes sense.
Because as the brains developed, there was no use for physical development. It also says they're probably vegetarians, because they would have realized the benefits of such a diet.
Who wrote this book?
Scientists who've been persecuted for their beliefs.
Persecuted?
That means they're unemployed.
If we can make fun of it, then forget it. Dr. Bimbo, one of the authors of the book.
Bimbo?
Dad. To make contact in the spirit of exploration. They've used up all the resources on their planet. They're looking to harvest our...
Looks a little like our house, doesn't it?
That's what I just said.
Hello. I'm going out for a few minutes.
You don't think something bad will happen, do you? I don't want you to die.
Hello, Ray.
It's been sitting next to the phone for 6 months. There wasn't a car in sight in either direction. That 10-15 seconds when I passed her walking. I guess if this is the end of the world, I'm screwed, right?
Where are you going?
These places marked in crops and such, none of them are really near water. I know what I've done to you. It made you question your faith. I'm truly sorry for what I've done to you and yours. Don't open my pantry, Father. I found one of them in there and locked him in.
Pause. I need tissue. Like, I have tears in my eyes and I can't wipe them. Oh gosh. Oh, that was an emotional one. That really was. It was, oh. You know, sometimes that's what you just need to hear. The person acknowledging the wrong that they did to you. You know? Just, I'm sorry. You know, and the way he said he gave his apologies, he didn't make an excuse for it. He said it seems like it was meant to be. You know, that statement threw me off because I'm like, what's meant to be? What do you mean? But he acknowledged the role he played in the demise of the man's wife, and he acknowledged the role that he played in how, you know, the ripple effect of losing his wife, what it did to him and his faith. And he said he was sorry. That's, you know, he said, I know what, but I saw him bleeding in his stomach. So I was like, did he try to kill himself or something? But I just, that was good to see. Oh gosh. I'm trying not to think about it so that I could go on with this, because it's where's my pen? It's oh my goodness. Oh my God. It's life. It's life. It really is. It's life, eh? It's life. And but you know what? The father would not have gotten that if he didn't leave his house to go check on this man. You know? He wouldn't have gotten that. The reason he was... Earring is getting... Let's take off my earring. So the reason he was... he got this... Like, say closure. This isn't closure to me, but at least he got an apology. He got something. You know, sometimes when these accidents happen, you never get it from the other person's perspective. It's not like a whole trial happens, you know, like a murder case. The murderer, if the murderer ends it for himself, the murderer ends it for himself, you never get to understand why. It's like, you know, it's like the story with Changeling that I did. That guy didn't really explain what was it that he kept denying and denying. I'm like, oh, something, there's no justice. Like, dude, you know, where is my son? Did you eat him? Did you chop him? Do you even know how many? That's what she kept asking. Where is, what, give me the storyline of how he ended. Tell me. But he, the guy in the truck, he said that it was in this 15 seconds he must have slept, and he veered, maybe hit her, you know, because she was maybe taking a, I don't know what she would be walking in the middle of the night. You see, these things, I don't do it. I don't do it. I keep my fat self for myself. You know, she was probably taking an evening stroll or something. And I think she was a seamstress or a stylist, because when he looked into the room, we could see the dressmaking and the, you know, measuring tape. I'm just trying to move past that situation. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. But I'm excited to see what the man has left in the pantry. Play.
The startling footage we're about to show you was photographed by a 40. What you're about to see may disturb you.
I can't see anything. I want to see it with my eyes. Let me see.
Move, children.
Yes, yes. Move to... Where? It's behind. Let me see. Ooh.
Hello? We already took some of your friends downtown in a paddy wagon.
Can you go and get the police? Can you go and get the police? Jesus Christ. You've started fighting one. You've created a war. Obviously. They will take it as an act of violence. You've chopped its fingers off. You've chopped its fingers off. And it screamed.
His skin changes colors. That's why we couldn't see him that night.
Tell me something, Morgan. In this book of yours.
They said there are one of two outcomes of an invasion.
Maybe we'd be safe from him near a lake or something. I can't be sure, but I got the distinct feeling it wanted to harm me. We can choose to believe this lake idea. Pack up and go.
We can be together at the lake.
All those in favor of the lake idea, raise your hand.
Bo and I.
Those in favor of home, raise your hand.
Why didn't we all raise our hand? What do you want to do at home? What do you want to do at home?
My vote counts as 2.
That's bullshit. You're cheating.
Morgan, calm down. You can't change your vote.
All those in favor of home, raise your hand.
We're going to board up every window in this house.
That's not a good idea. I'm sorry. You look at the place where they had drawn those mapping things in the fields. The guy said, Ray said, they don't go close to water. And where's your dog?
Amman joins Nairobi, Beijing, and Jerusalem as the latest.
They think these are stages immediately proceeding an attack maneuver.
Right?
Hundreds of thousands have flocked to temples, synagogues, and churches.
This is when everybody will believe in God. If the government says everybody from class grade 1 to 10 should learn self-defense, would you agree? You'd be like, it's an invasion of my right. The right to a peaceful life. And then what happened to the person that you cut the finger off? Wasn't that kind of person that scream, was it not a signal
Some guy
to
had
alert?
a son saying it was the end of the world.
Don't you ever say anything like that again. Ever.
Oh, it's too harsh. I wish you were my dad.
Spaghetti.
What's too fast, Bo? Spaghetti sounds great. I'm going to have a cheeseburger with bacon.
Bo has a bad feeling. I had a dream.
No one can stop us from enjoying this meal, so enjoy it! Stop crying!
See? I warned you how to.
You came out of your mama, and they said we've never seen a baby so beautiful. Let's go down now.
See the glasses that Bo has kept everything. I hope they are really afraid of water. If water is the problem, do you understand? See the glass, so that maybe they should flood their house, open up all the taps. You know what I mean? Maybe they are allergic to water, and then if we Open up the taps of the house. This place here, okay, that's a closet.
Do you know what happened when you were born, Morgan? So the doctors rushed you out of the room before I even had time to see you.
They're in the house.
And they placed you in her arms. And she looked at you. You looked just how I dreamed.
Outside. I'm hearing my furniture. Oh, gee, the roof! The roof! The roof! The roof!
Let's go. Come on.
Meryl.
I'm looking!
They know our secret thoughts.
They know our secret thoughts. They know how to open door now. The lights. Please don't have a panic attack because we need more. Hey, I'm going to go and buy torches.
What's happening out there?
I don't have time.
They're only making noises. They're not trying to get in. Why would they do that?
I want our attention on the door.
From
There's
where?
a shoot in here.
Where is it? One is distracting you from this. The other one is looking for the entrance in. So that you guys will keep your focus on the door. So where is the chute? So you can board it up.
I can feel air. Me too.
From where?
What?
Christ. Did they scratch his neck off? Oh, he had a panic attack.
I know. It hurts. Be strong, baby.
She probably dreamed even the aliens. That's why she in the water. Oh! No,
don't do this to me again.
Oh! No, he's not a cruel God. He's not a cruel God. Oh, don't let me cry. Oh, no, don't cry. Oh, don't.
I hate you. Believe it's going to pass. Believe it. Here it comes.
And Mary was praying.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, Morgan. Feel my chest. We're the same.
Boy.
We should save the flashlights.
The race truck swerved off the road.
What does that mean, pinned?
Her body is pinned in such a way that it's alive when it shouldn't be alive. Now, Father, do you understand what I've told you? Yes, it is.
People think they came here to take over the planet. That's bull. Nobody believes me, but they didn't come here for our planet.
He said they had poison gas. They left real fast this morning, like something scared them off.
What's
They left some of their wounded behind.
Like
You didn't think we'd make it through the night, did you? It was my older brother who's everything I want to be. I don't want to ever see your eyes like that again.
Honey, it's life. It's life. He will have his moments of weakness. He's a human being.
Philadelphia and its outlying counties are cleared. We'd have to be sure before we opened up that door, Graham.
Yes, yes. Don't open it yet. Don't open it.
It's good enough for me.
Me too.
The thing they didn't believe in is now what they're but they should still, they should still. Hey, do you know what my mind keeps going to? My mind keeps going to the one, because they said their keywords, they are hostile, the one that they chopped his finger. Let's just assume. Because why did the aliens come to this house? There are many houses. What? And you remember when Mary was about to enter, he turned and he threw something into the field. He felt something was watching him. What if? And they never told us what happened to that one. If the police went to check, careful, Meryl, careful before something jumps out. Do you know what I mean? If the police went to check Ray's place to kill the something, so maybe it left it. And then he found a way to open the door because something was twisting the door. Something was, you know, turning the knob. They found a way to open doors. Maybe they didn't know before. Do you understand? So what if that one was the one that came to this house? So like you chopped my finger. You know what I mean? It could be. And another thing Meryl said, you remember when it was downstairs that they said that they left.
Bring the TV in here.
No further
That
details
what if
at
that
this
one
time.
came back and the girl said that they left their, not girl, Meryl said that they left their wounded. That one can be considered they are wounded. Hey, you've lost 2 fingers. What are you useful to us now? That blood! What is that? What is that? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What is that in the screen? Hey, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What is that? Let me... Okay. Okay. It has gotten more than... Fingers, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Oh, please. Please, Morgan. Don't think. Don't think.
Just taking a walk before dinner. I don't feel much. Tell Morgan to play games. Tell Bo to listen to her brother. And tell Graham.
Come here.
Tell him to see. And tell Meryl to swing away.
To swing away? To see what? What did she want you to see?
See, what you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? There are no coincidences.
Of course, no coincidences. What do we see? What do we see? We see water. We see cups of water everywhere that your daughter left because they are allergic to water. And what? A baseball bat. So, swing away. Swing away. That's it. Swing away at the water. At the cups of water. Is it a coincidence that his brother is a world-class baseball? He will aim and he will get him. He will get the alien in the head with the water, and then the boy is saved. Don't read my mind. 507 feet. What is this? You are just 10 feet away from me. He will protect me. Oh no! Oh no! Swing! 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 Oh! 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 Okay, you're hitting him. Hit him! Hit him! They didn't even know about the water. They didn't know about the water because it was only you who knew. Wait, don't judge you. Wait, don't judge you. Incomplete. Yes, yes, yes. I want the water pour. Very good. Very good. For his nephew and niece, you came back for revenge, and you went for his son. Like, what kind of... That's why he had asthma. He sees the hand of God in that too.
Can't be luck. His lungs were closed.
On purpose, for such a time as this, that he would survive. That was what God did.
Don't touch him.
Even in that moment, God gave. He had asthma. That it. No, I believe. What kind of person are you? He will come through for you.
I think someone did.
You guys, I'm finished at this point. He's going to go back into service. He's going to go back into service of God. I'm sure. I feel it. Oh, Mel Gibson. What a wonderful movie. What a great film this is. Oh, this is so touching. Wow. You guys, I am so moved. So moved. I love this. Oh my goodness. Look at tears all over my shirt. Okay, so this was Signs. I just watched Signs. where do I begin? The acting of these four people, like Graham, Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, Culkin brother. I don't know the name of the little girl, Bull, and oh, goodness, Bull was amazing. Like how her life played out in the end. She had her mother's gift of foresight, the visions. The son had wisdom, the gift of wisdom and perseverance. The brother had the gift of strength, and he was faith. And the thing is that in your Christian walk, in not even Christian walk, in life, you need these things. You need to be a visionary. You have to have hope. You need to have wisdom to apply to everything that surrounds your life. You need to have strength to move forward in spite of your loss, to keep fighting, to keep moving, no matter what. And you need to have faith. Whether you're a believer or not believer, you need to have faith, some sort of belief system that things will turn out right or turn out the way you want them eventually, that everything has a purpose and these two shall pass. He said that was the reason he had asthma for a time like this, because he was meant to be breathing. Who doesn't breathe? He was meant to be breathing, but his body had been designed in such a way that when he ran into shock, his lungs sealed up and clearly seen being lifted, because he was doing okay when his father led the way. We're about to get it TV so he can watch TV so they can give him medication. In the moment that the father went to get the TV, the alien lifted this boy up. So he would have seen that alien and gone into another shock that, yeah, this thing is lifting me, and his lungs would have sealed up. And that was what saved him. That was what saved him. And that was what the sister saw. I thought that in the basement, when she said, I don't want you to die. Remember that time she told him, her brother, I don't want you to die. I thought that was the death experience that she was talking about, that we just saw in the basement when they grabbed him from the inside. How vengeful. When the brother said that thing in the basement, that they said they left their wounded, my mind immediately went to the fingers. I said, they left their wounded. How are we sure this thing decide and that they are hostile? Why would you come to this house in the something? Go to where they are really plenty of people. Is it just this family of four that you're man? Who would be so angry to money them consistently and stay there? It was the one whose fingers it caught. And then he remembered and said, oh, it's this son. This is his son. This is where I can hurt him the most, because he was reading his mind and he was seeing what the wife had told. And that's what I think in that moment. There was no foil and test. So I felt it was reading Graham's mind and telling him in that moment, hey, this is what you're thinking. So this is your soft spot. This is your son, that your beloved. That's the one that I would take. Swing away. That was just the way it was pieced up, this storyline. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed by Shyamalan, Mr. M. Night. I'm so impressed with your work. Like, I've done Split, I've done Unbreakable, I've done Glass, I've done the one with I See Dead People. Bruce Willis. What's the name of the movie? Dead People. Sixth Sense. You know what I mean? I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with his body of work. I really am. A lot of thought goes into what he does. And you can clearly see that he is very interested in spirituality. He is. And I love the respect he's giving these movies. He's not mocking it. Even if he doesn't have to be a Christian, he doesn't have to, whatever his religious, choices are or lack thereof. I can tell that this is a person who respects faith and religion. And you know what I mean? He respects it. And I like that. I like the honor he's giving the storyline. I love the way he threw it in there. strength. You need strength. Physical, the loss of having a career and not, you could see even when he held the bat. You know, he told that at the join the army, he told the guy that I still have that bat, 507 feet. That was that he hit something. Do you know the power? The man said it felt like the ball had a motor running because it kept going. So you can imagine the force, he shattered this thing on the alien's head. The alien, and he told the alien, it came from my nephew, my beloved nephew that I left, that I've been watching since their mother died. He loves his nephew and niece, and he loves his brother. Said, "You're not here. You can't take these. No, you can't. You can't have them." Then the scene, the grass, the way the story just started and swam out into the different. First, we were thinking, what is going on? We thought it's these brothers that were trying to take his crops. Mel Gibson is let's not even talk, amazing actor. I love seeing Joaquin Phoenix in this. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of his work, but you see this one, I liked his eyes are deep. It almost looks like he's sad, but I don't know why. There's a fondness in this portrayal of the brother. I love it. I really did. What else? I actually thought that when he was going to swing, I thought he was going to hit the glass of water in such a way that it's going to fly. But obviously, if you hit the bat of God's glass, it's going to shatter, right? So even now, I'm like, oh, that wouldn't have worked. So it was him hitting the alien, and then the alien stumbled into the glass of water. Look at that. All right, my darlings, if you want to watch full-length reactions of this reaction, please head over to Patreon. It's going to be there for you to enjoy full-length with a community of people who are like-minded individuals. Thank you so much for your support and your understanding throughout this. On to the next.